Welcome to Who Wants to Be Ignorant. So we have the top 3 choices here for which one of these is the most ignorant thing you can say about natural hair. Stay tuned. And welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Claire Haire. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about my top 10 natural hair icks. And ding, 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 ding. Oh, she gonna have that good hair. That's definitely the most ignorant thing you can say. So we're gonna get right into it so we won't waste any time. Number 10, I have on here preconceived notions about natural hair. I think the worst thing I've ever been told, that list keeps growing every day. But I think the worst thing I've ever been told with natural hair was just that, oh, I thought it was gonna be hard. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it actually is soft. And like, my thing is like, you have to understand, my natural's been hairing for a while now. And I think my top issue is the fact that even if you didn't research it, like if you're unsure about something, I don't see why you would think what would behoove you to make this into a conversational piece. That's number one. But number two is just that there's a couple of questions I have about different demographics and I keep it to myself. I don't ask questions like, how are you certain age and you have gray hair already? But we keep those questions to ourselves. But I still, I would say it's definitely the consistency of like, it's the same reaction when they are allowed to touch the hair. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be soft. So definitely preconceived notions. It being dry, I think too, like that's the thing about, people don't understand what type 4 natural hair versus the other one. Like type 4 natural hair has a shine to it. Type 3 hair has a sheen. So sheen versus shine, we did a whole video, I did a whole series about that. When you have a sheen, when you have a shine, it's more like if it's under certain lights, you can see that it's shiny. But when it's sheen, think of like oil sheen, very slick, very much it's picked up on camera. Because even here, like I have a copious amount of gel on my hair, but because of the texture of my hair, it doesn't reflect well on cameras. So I really feel like there's like a lot of preconceived notions just within the natural hair community and then people who are not part of it. But I think it's just a lack of information. But I don't know about y'all, but I like being stupid in private and y'all like to tell people about it. Number 9, is that your hair? Is that all your hair? Here we go. And here we go. This is the best part to me. Whenever someone sits there and says, is that all your hair? And you sit there and you go back and it's like, it is. What now? Like, do I win like a sweepstakes? Like, what happens next? Like, I think my issue too is that when they say, is that all your hair? I was like, and if it's not, where, like, who do we tell? Like, which news report do we go to? Like, who do we tell? Who do we deliver this message to that it's not all my hair? At the end of the day, the only time I've seen somebody ask that question and they are of the same demographics, because one, they're trying to confirm, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's one of those things like, are they trying to confirm that, it's one of those things like, are they trying to confirm that I shouldn't have this hair texture? Are they befuddled that someone who's dark skinned has long hair? Because like I said, like it's always been, I wouldn't say told, but like it's always been, I would say it's always been where people think, okay, well, if you're dark skinned, you have a lot, you're not supposed to have a lot of hair, because then that means you're regular black and there's no reason for that. Compared to like if you're mixed, okay, well, she's mixed with that Indian or she's mixed with this, that, and other. So I truly feel like it's more frustrating to me, at least, when people ask that question, because it's basically telling you that you're not supposed to have all that hair. You're not supposed to be attractive. Thank you. Number 8, being in denial about your hair type. Now this is gonna take place. This is gonna definitely for sure affect a couple of the top ones. We're on number 8, but definitely for sure, y'all in denial about your hair type. I've made peace. Not that there was any trials and tribulations, but I've made peace that my hair is type 4. That's it. There's no, oh, okay, you know, I'm a little mixed with, you know, the French. Like, no, like you are type 4 hair. Like that's the best way. Like when people say, how come your hair started growing so fast? Like, because I accepted my hair type. I accepted what time it is when it comes to certain products. I accepted certain hairstyles, which that's going to be the top 3, that don't work with my hair type. I don't care what you guys try to whip up and with these biologists or scientists. Type 4, go type 4. Okay, like I put this gel on here yesterday and it's already type 4ing. I know y'all see it. Okay, like type 4 is going to type 4. There's no secrets behind it. That's why I said, I was like, y'all have to be very comfortable with your hair type for you to be able to do it. Okay, that was a hard one. Number 7, minimizing use of chemicals, i.e. Jerry's older sister. At the end of the day, I've used myself as an example. I used to have really bad fibroids. Fibroids are they're like little, think of a guitar string and there's like little nickels on there. Okay? I had those the size of a US dollar because of the fact that I was using relaxer for so long. I don't care what no lie, no die. No lie is incorrect. They are lying to you. At the end of the day, it's still a product and that's up to you. If you want to do that, if you still want to put those products on, but you gotta say it is a chemical that you're voluntarily putting on your skin, that you're absorbing through your skin. At the end of the day, I stopped for health reasons and because my top 5 natural hair is gonna type 4 natural hair. Okay, like I would get a relaxer and 3 weeks later, my curl would be like, "Hey girl," I'm like, "Shut up! That was $80. Like, stop talking." But like my natural hair was gonna natural. But yeah, definitely chemicals. Just read them. Just read them. Like even with certain products I use, like I'll tell you, like this product has alcohol in it, or like this product you gotta make sure you use a conditioner to balance out that so your hair won't dry out. You know, like you really gotta read the chemicals. Like we're not, no offense, but we just can't sit there and just grab shampoo bottle from the hotel and use it on our hair. Like, no, you have to read the materials. The first ingredient is not agua or water. You already done messed up. So judging perfection when learning technique, I think that was definitely a big insecurity of mine. There was just, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, there was just a lot of the technique where I didn't master yet, but I still filmed. Because like I said, like you don't, like YouTube doesn't reward you for perfection. They reward you for posting. So I think me personally, like a lot of people didn't understand that you need to keep encouraging people to practice because they're not going to get any better. But just be sure, a lot of like the natural hair community, I would say that was one of my main problems, was the fact that when someone was learning something and they weren't the best at it, a lot of people were like critiquing, like, oh, it's not even on point, or it's not even silk pressed, or it's not even curled correctly. Like at the end of the day, I don't know about y'all, but we learned how to talk. Our parents taught us how to talk. Okay, same thing with doing hair. Like you have to learn how to do these things. Like it was very frustrating for me to watch people sit there and make fun of people when their hair's not on point, and then vice versa. These are the same people, no offense, but the same people that was making fun of people trying new things. Like you've been wearing that same puff since 2013. You've been wearing that same puff. Yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you've been wearing that same puff since 2013. You're making fun of somebody who's trying something new. At the end of the day, once they get to that perfection level, you have nothing to say. So definitely for sure, practicing techniques, natural hair community. I'm like firing squad, I don't know. But natural hair community is very notorious for making fun of people when they don't know how to do it. So we got a halfway point. So number 5, and this is definitely for sure for everyone who has asked me advice. Asking for advice with no plan on taking it. Y'all big on that one. I remember when I first went natural, and I would tell somebody like, if you ask me for help, I'm going to give you a thorough, like that's why I made a whole channel, because I was tired of answering the same questions. But if you ask me for help, I'm going to give you a thorough description. I'll send you the links. Like I'm very much that person. I will go the extra mile to make sure you're on point, because I wish somebody was that for me. And I realized that there was nobody going to be there for me, so I'm going to be there for y'all. Okay, when it comes to natural hair. So when I sit there and I go the extra mile and you don't listen to it, it's frustrating. Because I think it was one time when it's somebody that I knew, we're not friends, we're associates, and she was like, "Dang, your hair grows so fast, what should I do?" I was like, "Okay, so you should do this. And then to bring your edges back, you need to do Jamaican black castor oil 3 times a week while you're watching TV or while you're scrolling on TikTok. 3 times a week, apply heat to it and just have it sit on your hair. Just have this oil sit on your edges. She didn't do none of that. Her hair still didn't grow. And she's back, hey, Claire. I was like, that stuff, that's frustrating to me. Like, I don't care if you keep asking the same question, but if you see me going the extra mile, I would prefer you be like, hey, I'm not ready to do all that yet, but thank you for that. Like, cut me off. Don't let me keep talking, because to me at that point, you're just wasting time. Number 4, spreading false information. So this might be a demographic thing, but we have a tendency to spread false information. Like, I thought that Gorilla Snot Gel. I thought Gorilla Snot Gel was gonna snatch your edges out. No, it doesn't. Gorilla Snot Gel does not snatch your edges out in proper use of it. Because at the end of the day, like, Gorilla Snot Gel is here to basically basically it's like an extra level of protection. Like, you have your edge control and you have the Gorilla Snot Gel that you put on top of it. So honestly, like, I just feel like you don't know how frustrating it is to know that people are spreading false information, or even like if a product really works or a product doesn't work. Like, that's another thing too as well, that I feel like a lot of people end up doing that big mistake of just spreading false information. Like, if something works, if something doesn't work. Okay, and then we have, no, I'm laughing because I'm just like, just the false information. Y'all have no idea. We're gonna go into our top 3 natural hair icks. So number 3 is the obsession with wash and go. Please leave wash and go for type 4 natural hair in 2023. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, if your hair is kinky, coily, wash and go is just controlled chaos. Like, it's not good for your hair. Your hair is easy. It's more easy for it to get tangled. Tangled hair breaks. And what does dry hair do? Dry hair breaks. You have to consistently wet your hair. Like, our hair is never gonna do that. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I was like, you guys said, I don't know what else to say. Like, our hair is never going to do that. Like, I don't know what I have to do or what type of message I have to spread, but please leave wash and go this year. I mean, there's one more month for y'all to do it again if you want, but wash and go is not for type 4 natural hair. Even type 3 hair, I would say 3A, 3B maybe, but to wash and go for type 4, like, it's the anatomy of our hair shaft. It's not built for wash and go. And I've seen some successful ones. Like I said, like, I've seen some successful ones. And like I said, like, I've done some in the past too before, but the takedown, and then, like, I feel like my hair was just so dry. I feel like my hair was so dry, and like the work to do it. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and put in 2 hours or 3 hours of work and then, like, my hair gets dry. Like, I feel like I'm killing my strands. So let it go. I don't know what else to say. Number 2, trying type 3 hairstyles and then getting mad when they don't work. That's another thing too. Like I said, I'm not here to say I'm here to start the war on type 3 hair. I'm not. It's just it's frustrating to know that people who have your same hair texture are watching type 3 natural hair. Like, I don't even watch type 3 natural hair. I don't. I only follow people whose hair looks like mine, and my hair is very common. Besides, I would say my hair is 4A/4B. My hair is very common, I believe so. And to know that my audience is in basically at a different movie theater, I feel like it's just self-esteem wise. I feel like watching type 3 natural hair is just so bad for your self-esteem, because your hair is never going to do that. Okay, your hair is never going to do that. Like, I want people to accept, like, your hair is never going to do that. And that's not to sit there and be mean and be like, oh my God, your hair, there's so many things that our hair can do as well. But like I said, like, I truly feel like I want that to stay in 2023, is that we watch people who, 1, look like us, or 2, hair textures like us. And then the final one, my baby gonna have that good hair. Let me tell you something about genetics. First of all, type 4 is not punishment. There's nothing you did wrong. 2, if you guys want to really look how scary it is, you can look up eugenics. Basically, basically that's French for a lot of people are breeding or picking out certain people to have kids with because they want their kids' hair to have a certain texture. And I've never seen nothing more sad and pathetic. Like, there's people out there begging to have a kid, just one kid, one child, one healthy baby boy or girl. And people are being pressed or not, whether or not the baby's gonna have good texture hair. Like, I don't know how to stop this, but the only thing I can do is make sure I'm not another person saying it. But don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire Haire.